Okay, jump in that Zoom session and take over for us, and let's see if we can tell what's going on. Oh, okay. So when you're looking at your Solution Explorer here, right now you're in folder view. So up here, you need to click that drop down arrow. Yeah, that drop down arrow that goes with that icon there. And choose the solution. Do that arrow, the drop down arrow. Did you extract the project, the zip file, before you opened it? Let's see where you saved it. That looks good. Open that folder for us.
Oh.
Go back. You always want to open the solution file. Down here. Repetition practice. That would be your solution file. And I don't know why somebody has it associated with JetBrains on your machine. You might have to open Visual Studio first and then do File Open to open it properly. So close that one. That's not working right. And let's open that other one. So open. You should be able to select folder there where you are. Go down one again. Select either way. That one? Should I select folder? That'll work. Now see if it'll let you switch to the solution view. Just drop down up here. If we want the solution, the second one. Now, see, it says load failed, like they weren't all extracted. So right click on one and reload project. Say okay. Let's see if it loads properly. So you'll just have to do that for each of them. If it's doing that to anybody else. To give us all sorts of good experience working with the file. Now it should let you. Thank you for driving. I'm sure there's other people that are having the same problem. Okay, now do you see add solution to source control? So whenever you're not seeing that option, there's something wrong. We know there's something wrong. It's just, what in the world is it? Okay, now you can make sure it's going into your CIS150 folder. And you should see the little green icons. Now let's go back to Team Explorer. Let's have you drive. It's right down here. And then click on Source Control Explorer. And here's our project ready to be loaded. Okay, so let's send it to the server. we want to go back to, there's probably several different places we can do it, but let's go back to our Solution Explorer. No, stay on there. You're doing great. So go to your Solution Explorer down here. And right click on that solution again up at the very top. And now we want to check in our code. Now right here where the cursor is your comment. So this is where Don wants to type something like, you know, first check-in of roofing or something like that, or whatever we want to call it. And different companies might be really specific about what kind of comments they want here, and then some might not really even think that much about it at all. So kind of come up with your own idea. You know, if we were working and we were working on, you know, version 7, we would put something like that. Version 7 update. Okay, now that looks good. So we're ready to click that check-in button. So now it says it's checked in. If we look at the Source Control Explorer there, can you double click on that project folder? Can you see anything inside there? Yeah, so you can kind of use that Source Control Explorer to navigate through what's on TFS. Now, when you get home, so you're at home and you connect to the TFS server using the https:// and then you want this project. You're gonna come to your Source Control Explorer here, and I can just click on Repetition Practice and choose Get Latest Version. So I can right click and choose Get Latest Version, or there's an icon up here in our toolbar that says Get Latest Version. That's gonna pull all that code from the server to our local computer for us to work on. So that's going to be our workflow. We're going to have our project in TFS, pull it to the local machine by doing Get Latest Version, update it, and then check it in to send the changes back to TFS. Now, if we were working with another person, let's go to our Solution Explorer and say Don was going to work on this nested for program and Jacob was going to work on rectangle. We could right click on one of those and we could check those out. Look at source control. Check out for edit. Yeah, under source control. Check out for edit, and then that way TFS would tell another person, oh, this is already checked out by this person. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. It did so good, yeah. I'll let you release it. Now, one other thing I need to show you. Let me share my screen like I should have done. All this weirdo stuff I'm looking at. I don't know why I'm seeing this. Oh, there's my XML file I'm seeing. Okay, so in this application, let me check mine in because I haven't checked it in yet. I was just watching. Sometimes if I have any sort of problems, we'll get some messages over here that I'll need to review and make sure that I can resolve. Now this project I'm done with, so I'm going to close it. File, close solution. And I'm back to a clean, empty Visual Studio. Now I would like to create a new project that's going to go straight to the source code control, and I just want to show you quickly. If I do a new project, right here is a checkbox that just says add to source control automatically. Before you do that, make sure you're connected to TFS. What happens is Microsoft is going through these kind of changes, this transitionary time, where they're integrating GitHub and TFS together. And GitHub can kind of end up being the default. And so if you're not connected to TFS, it thinks that you want to use GitHub for source code control, and then the two do not work well together. So I can help you with that problem if it happens, but we can avoid it just by making sure we're connected to TFS before we do anything with source code control. Okay, so you guys are going to have to do a little bit of work here to practice on this. We'll see. I might have given you too much already. You might not be able to do anything that I need you to. We'll see. Beforehand, though, you guys know about the rubber duck debugging, right? So I've got some rubber ducks for you that you can use as we're going through trying to navigate TFS. And sometimes people feel like they need more help with their rubber ducks navigating TFS than source code. So we'll put these over here for you. Okay, come pick out a duck. There's lots of really cute ones.
Thank you.
Sure. I gave my 120 class some last week, and one person left. There's a next, and he's like, "Oh, a free duck!" And we were just so excited. Oh yay, duckies! Santa's fun. What did you get? Invisibility powers? His camera. There's a lot of pink eyes.
No, these are from the smart plate.
He's got his duck collection going.
Yeah.
He's ready. He's ready. Okay, why do you need your ducks? Well, I'll show you.
Hope you appreciate
I appreciate the ducks.
No. So when you said something about source control,
Uh-huh.
the first thing that came to my mind was maybe control. And so I took the entire song just now and turned it into
Source control also. You can check it in. That'll be perfect. Okay, so with your duck, you're going to go off and do this TFS treasure hunt. Let's take a look at it in Canvas. So I showed you pretty much how to do everything. So the treasure hunt should be somewhat easy. As you get started with it, one of the first things that it asks you to do is set up your TFS server. I think it would be really good if you went to a different computer before you did that. Since we have enough room, that's kind of like me. I know what we could do. Everybody could just go back a row, because I want you to set up that TFS server from scratch again. And then I'm going to have you set up some things. And then I want you to go to another computer again. So let's take a look at it. Okay, so here's the treasure hunt. This code that you're looking for is stored in GitHub. And you're going to find it in GitHub and get it pulled out of GitHub and loaded into TFS, into your TFS server where it needs to be. So you can work with others if you like. Let me know if you have any questions. Some of the things that are in here are just kind of designed to expose you to some other ideas and things. So let's see. Yeah, let's everybody get up and move it real behind before you get started on this.
You want us to log out?
Yeah, log out. And then that way you can establish your connection again. And when you wait until the last minute at home at 2 in the morning, you'll remember how to do it.
just shared the parody with everyone in the chat.
Do it.
I posted what I
Awesome.
So you can read it and
I love that stuff.